going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. We are going to be working on JZ350Z. Going to get everything mocked up for the engine and going to be putting it into the 350Z today. Excuse the glasses, it is super bright out here. So I'll give you guys a little look-see on what I've actually done with the engine so far. The main reason why I wanted to take out the engine and the trans was because of the clutch inside of here. I didn't have the right clutch bolts for it, and it was like all like mismatched bolts, and like they were just different torque patterns, and actually like broke one bolt, and I was like, maybe I could get away with it, and that was just me in the past where I just wanted to get the thing finished. But yeah, I just went back to it, took out the whole thing, took out the little casing right here for the transmission, took apart the whole clutch, barely got the stud out. I took apart my old transmission that I had in the Purple Z. This was like the first engine I actually got in the car. Transmission, pretty shit. Engine blew a fucking rod. So anyways, took out the transmission right here, got the stock bolts for the clutch, ripped it all apart, and then swapped it over to the JZ, and it fit perfectly fine, since you know you got to use the 350Z clutch for the Collins adapter kit to the JZ, which worked perfectly fine. Torqued it to the right spec, used thread locker and everything, so we're pretty much good on that. I also got a new shifter because my old shifter I had, like, it's a good reputable shifter and all, but I don't know why it didn't work on this. Maybe this is not a CD9, but everything that I've looked up on it actually does tell me that it's a CD9. But I don't know, it just would not go into 5th, and if it goes into 5th, it would not go into 6th, and if it goes into 6th, it wouldn't go into reverse, and it just was such a pain in the ass that I just got a serial 9 shifter. It's almost the same thing, but it's a little different on how the shifter linkage actually mounts to the shifter itself. It has a little yoke right here that like spins it back, so it's not, I don't know, it's hard to explain this one, but it's essentially the same thing, but it holds it in a different way. Like, it holds the shift linkage like a little basket and just rocks it around, which is actually pretty smooth, and it goes into literally all the gears, so it's nice. It was quite a bit of money, but I really didn't mind getting a decent shifter. Here's the stick for it itself, fully adjustable, this way, this way. So this is where we're at right now. I actually didn't get the bottom transmission bolts right now because it was so squished in there, but once I raise up the engine on engine hoist, I should be able to get that. So the Z is literally ready to go for the JZ. This JZ is also set up as well, and this is actually the 2J starter. It bolts up pretty good, works just fine. I thought it was going to be a huge issue because the wiring harness I had, it didn't really fit any of this. It's like, it doesn't fit that. So I'm not really sure on how I'm going to be starting this thing up. Maybe there's like an adapter for it or something, but I might have the guy who's going to work on the engine itself, like get all the wiring and the hoses hooked up. Might make them rig something for me to actually kick this thing on. So for now, I'm just going to double check everything, make sure the valve covers, motor mounts, transmission, everything is all hooked up and ready to go, because once that's in the car, that's going to be a pain in the ass to get to. Also clean up the JZ. It's been sitting here for quite a bit, and it's been collecting a lot of dust. Got new coil packs, they're just sitting right there, and my god, this looks so dusty. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but yeah, it's pretty bad. It's gonna air it out and put on the little cover right there. Boy, it is getting hot. So I cleaned it up as much as I can. It's gonna be hard to tell because I just wiped the hell out of it, but most of it is clean. I air gunned the hell out of it, so all the dust is pretty much gone. Another thing I am worried about is my serpentine belt actually breaking on me. Like, look at it, with high horsepower, this thing is just asking to get snapped. Without the power steering right here, just kind of looping it around this way and going back over here. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of tension on this thing. I don't want to keep buying belts over and over again just to make this thing work for me. All the miscellaneous junk from the JZ. But this is something that we need, so I'm going to keep hold of that. So before I actually start putting the engine in, I'm going to cover some bases that I really overlooked stuff like having these bare metals exposed, like that can easily cut this rubber hose. Stuff like, you know, right here, having that exposed, easily cut that, even though it's steel rated. Oh shit, you never know. Over here as well, like that's pretty fucking bad. Like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna cover up these holes right here, and yeah, I think after that I'll be pretty happy with how the engine bay is, and I could actually put the engine in here with some sense of comfort. Just got this in the mail. Let's open it up and hopefully we can fit all this stuff in. This is an oil cooler. Sweet. This I'm gonna hook up once the front end is all mounted up. I think this is my lines. Yes, it is. 24 feet. What the hell is this? Why did I get sensors? What? Yeah, I think they gave me the wrong part. What the fuck? Because you can see right here what it is. Even says 25% more turning and everything, and what the fuck? And I got some sensors. Interesting. So I got everything sorted out. I'm going to return it tomorrow to UPS. And I actually ordered another one too. Let's let's see how we can fit all this up. This is how I'm gonna mount it. Got a little rubber piece right here I got from a hose. Gonna cushion the little mount for it. So I think this is honestly a pretty good spot. Yeah, I think I might just put it right here. I don't want it way too close to the steering shaft, so this will work. Yeah. If anything, with the engine in, I'll see how it is, and hopefully I'll probably just take the intake off and try to drill again. But this is good, at least. Actually, over here is fucking legit, but the sensor is not going to fit the plug. If I put it lower, like right about here, I think that should be good. Wow, that's actually a way better placement. Yeah. Whoa, never mind, there's a big old hole right there. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Rubber's good, that's good. Nice. Pretty solid. Sweet. We'll put the other one on. Sweet. That is solid. That ain't going anywhere. Nice. I'm happy about that. Okay. Got the rubber hose right here. Slides onto here like so. Put on a clamp, go up to there. Got the little fitting for this. Screws up right here. Make a little mark with my nail. Okay, that's where I'm cutting. Gonna put some Teflon tape on both ends and join it up. Got it seated to the second barb, so it should be good enough. Wow, luckily enough, it fits perfectly into the drill bit that comes for the tapping screws. How lucky is that? That looks good. One more right here. Might fit up the line like this. But first, let me actually do the power steering lines so you can join all the lines together so it's not a big old mess. So I got one of the AN fittings done. It was a pain in the ass and I had no idea why. I was like, I'm pretty good at AN lines, so what the hell's the problem? And then looked at that and there's like where you gotta slot in the hose, there's like threading right there. Like, that's not normal. The threading's supposed to be over here. It's supposed to be like an empty slot, so yeah, that became a pain in the ass. Got my other fitting, a straight one. It's not ideal, but it'll work, and it fit in right away on the first try, so I was pretty surprised. Kind of out of breath because I was pushing that thing in for so damn long, but it works now. So yeah, let's just fit up this thing, hook up the line, and see where we gotta drill from up here. Okay, don't want to over tighten it, obviously, because, you know, aluminum piece right here, don't want to break it. Okay, that's good. Let's mock up the line and see where we gotta drill a hole, because we gotta make 2 holes, one for this and one for that. So it's gonna be kind of odd, but I think we can do it. There it is right there. Now let's see where we want to position this thing. This is the feed line, so which is gonna be wrapped around there. I think I'll just put the hole right over here somewhere. Go up through there, down over here, all the way to the firewall. Got a big enough line to make it fit all the way. Perfect size. And then drill a hole right over here. Got 2 decent sized holes right there. Just gonna use a needle nose and press in the middle edges. Pretty clean holes. I'll probably put some rubber piping around it just to cover up all those little rough edges. So I'm gonna use this. I'm not gonna AN line it because, yeah, it has a pretty good flare right here. It's supposed to be 4. It even has a little thing popping out of there too, so might as well just thread it in there, slip on the AN line over here like the hose, clamp it up, and hope for the best. Might put some electrical tape around it and then clamp it up so it has a soft surface. That took some time, but got it on there. That was not easy. Like, it looks, you know, like a snap of the finger, boom, it's done. No, I was over here fucking one hand over here, spinning this thing back here while pushing from here, or pulling, excuse me. Oh my god, and I finally got it in there. It's like all the way seated up right over here near the bolt. Put some electrical tape for a soft surface and got a clamp on there. Like, that ain't going anywhere. Without the clamp, I was just pulling and pulling and it would not fucking come out. So we're good. But yeah, there it is. Let me run up this line and see how it looks. Honestly, it's just fine right there, totally fine. I might end up making this line go between there, who knows, just wherever there's enough room. Maybe go behind this right here and try to bend it up. Who knows, so many things to take into account. But yeah, anyways, that's good. I'm gonna remount that line somewhere over here again, put it over here somewhere again, and cut up the last bit of the hosing. The hose, cutting a slit through it and just running it all around this hole. Pretty easy. Check that out. That actually worked out better than I expected. Goddamn. But anyways, I'm going to put some Gorilla Glue on it just in case, because I don't want this thing wiggling out anytime soon. It should adhere pretty good. Keep it solid, and I doubt that's ever going to be coming out. Next hole is this sketchy one. That's all done. It's looking pretty good. Now the last one, and I think everything should be ready and good. We're at that point where everything is pretty much seated and ready to go. Guys, we're literally almost there. So the homeboy brought over his RX-8. Damn, I remember this fucking car. Shit. Damn. That's fucking nice. God damn, dude. You can hear the turbo. Turbo's nice. Yeah. Peace out. Peace out. Till next time. Do a burnout. No, don't. Shit. I remember when that car was stock NA. Got into so much trouble with it. Trying to get this trying to get the see-through cover to fit. Dremeled out the holes, so there's no way this gear is gonna hit. Made some holes right here for the zip ties, and I think we are good. Like, this thing ain't going anywhere. Like, yeah, that's solid. It's not even moving. Here's where I'm at. Just checking the last few bolts underneath. So it's way later in the day, as you can see. It's already nighttime. But me and my dad managed to get the engine in. Motor mount slid in there without any issues. Transmission cross member as well, no problem there. Pretty basic and simple. There's like so much room out here that you can easily fit in the engine without any issues. While we got the JZ into the Z, we also put in the trashy VQ and the transmission into the Purple Z. Can't believe that's the original motor that was in this car when I first got it. Blown a rod, and third and I think fifth wouldn't go into gear. So yeah, this thing plagued me for quite a bit. So you guys will definitely see this in your local pick and pulls in Sacramento. I'm sure a car like this, even though it's so beat up, will turn some heads out in the lot. I started a little bit later in the day and the sun really went out pretty quick, so yeah, pretty much got the main goal of what I needed to finish today completed. Got the JZ into the Z. So for tomorrow, I'm actually gonna start putting together everything. The front bash bar with the brackets all aligned into it. Literally all the hoses that I can fit up, do a crap ton of AN lines, the wiring harness right there, and spark plugs, of course, coil packs, everything. Alright, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So today we're gonna be cleaning up the shell a little bit even more, because over here, yeah, I totally forgot to paint it, and yeah, got a fresh weld when this little bar got put in. Yeah, I'm just gonna paint it and cut my chances, because I don't want to get this thing rusted up and then having it break on me when I try to lift it up. Got it covered up for the most part. I use this old jacket, that over there, this over here, so less likely for overspray, but still hit it with the white spray paint and I think it should be fine. So I got it all painted and it looks actually pretty good. Covered up all the edges, even to the underneath, behind it. Alright, while that's drying up, I'm going to go in the back and literally get everything, the manifold, the intake, most of the intercooler stuff from the front, and just try to get it mocked up, set all that stuff outside over here, and just wait until the paint dries and just start hooking everything up. While I'm at it, this is definitely going to need to be painted. You can see it's already rusting up as it is. So since I got everything out right now, I'm just going to just literally wrap everything with aluminum tape, just because I know this is white and it's literally just gonna get dirty without a second. Like, yeah, there's already finger marks right here. It's pretty much dry as it is, so yeah, I'm just gonna lay it down with aluminum tape. I know it's a little bit extra, but I just want to make sure it's all good. I'm so proud of this. Check this out. God damn. That looks so damn clean. Way better than how it was before. It was smudging so much. I barely touched it and there were just fingerprints all over. But anyways, yeah, got the radiator right there, intercooler. Let's see how this thing mounts up. Sheesh. Fucking came together perfectly. Oh my goodness. Only thing I really got to figure out is the power steering oil cooler. It's really not bad, but there's honestly no way to mount this, like literally anywhere. There's no bolt holes, literally nothing, so I'm gonna use one of these. It's supposed to be for the fans, but I'm pretty sure you can use it on little small radiators like this as well. Just gonna hook it up to the intercooler back here, and I think really that's about it. But before I do that, I'm gonna take this big old AN line and cut it to size, stick it up through here, and make sure the length is pretty good. I just fitted up both the manifolds to see where I can run these lines just to get the perfect fitment, and my god, I was just left speechless. God damn. It looks so fucking nice. Holy shit. I mean, yeah, it looks nice, but hopefully it's functionable. For now, I'm just gonna measure up the line for the power steering cooler, put some electrical tape right here, cut it to size, do another one for the return, run it all the way back, and who knows, we might not even utilize this hole back here. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe we'll just drill something right here. Let's actually see how the fitment goes before I start drilling into this car. Marked up where the power steering cooler is supposed to go. I've never actually done this before. This one Rob done when he welded my front end. So, I mean, it looks simple enough. There's like a bunch of these little fittings that I don't know what the hell it is, but I think you're just supposed to put it in there and it just acts like a zip tie. Yeah, I think I'll figure it out. But anyways, the problem I am facing right now is trying to get these into these barbs. I think I'll hook up the lines first and then strap it onto the intercooler. Talk about sketch, right? Just on the rim, just to hold it up. But yeah, got the oil cooler on there. Looks pretty good. Just gonna cut up these right here and then mount up the intercooler back. Now that is sick. With that all mounted up, I'm gonna run the return line all the way back through here, and I think I'm just gonna utilize that hole. I mean, it's already drilled up, so might as well. Yep, currently where I'm at right now. Just because I need to bracket up this one line. Oh boy. So I spent the last hour just getting all the lines put into where they need to be. Brackets over here. Took some metal line and just tied it up over there. Yeah, that's the one thing I forgot before I put the engine in, is to tap this line into the wall. For now, there's a couple options in what I want to do to move forward with the build. I'm gonna start hooking up the intercooler piping and see where my oil fittings actually go up to. Stuff like this really makes me nervous about the build. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera because of the lighting, but oh, there it is. There is the fuel feed line right there, and it's like stupid close to here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to see what I have to do about that. I have some of these, so I hope this will do the trick. That hose is a high temp and high pressure hose. We'll just have to see how much it can withstand. How sick does all this look? God damn. What is up, guys? So it's a couple days later. Been very busy with other stuff, but I want to give a quick update on how the build is going. But yeah, we got all the lines mounted up. Like, this ain't going anywhere. Like right over here, that ain't going anywhere. I got rid of the oil filter relocation because it's honestly doing too much. And with having the intake that I have that's aftermarket up here, there's honestly a lot of room where I can just, you know, sit down here and just reach my hand up here and take off the filter just like that. Pretty easy. But anyways, that's where this side of the car is. On this side, I didn't have a big enough drill bit to fit in the line for the oil catch can, which I wanna run it inside the car. I don't know, like run it inside the car, and where it's facing the passenger seat, I might have probably maybe aluminum tape wrapped over the little breather for it, just to make sure that if this thing blows or something bad happens, it's not gonna spray all over my passenger. On top of having all that done, I am doing the wiring right now. So since, you know, I have the screamer pipe right over here, I might just drill a hole right over here big enough to thread this whole wiring setup through it and just run it all the way down here for the fuel injectors, and just loop it around over here, and maybe drill a hole all the way down there so I can get to the transmission wiring as well. Pretty good progress, but yeah, I just wanted to make this update because I didn't really put a outro in my video. So here's where we're at. Really looking like a mess, but we're getting there. Some very good progress, and literally it's just like after the wiring system is done, we got to put in the turbo, like the water lines for the turbo. Right when the turbo is literally all lined up to the oil drain line and the water lines, I think that's when would be a good time to send it to the shop. I think so. Be on the lookout for the next video when we're gonna put up the wiring for the car, fit up the turbo. Who knows? Maybe the next video might be the finalization of the build. Pretty excited. All right, guys. Well, I will see you in the next one. Peace out.
You got me down on the